Hey, Chris Jenkins, I'm laughing already at myself because I'm late, but Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka man of the people. Let me get this out of the way because you guys probably are eating me up in the comments or have already decided, like, what is he doing? I'm sorry, I forgot. My wife cooked me a very, very good meal, and I was downstairs just eating away. Looked at the clock. My apologies, my apologies, my apologies. So let's go ahead and get into it since you have been patiently waiting about this Carolina Panthers update so far for this Thursday, January 4th, 2024. All right, so let's start with the injury report. It's a list that has gotten shorter this week, thankfully. It's always a good thing when an injury report gets a little shorter. So we will go over that. Right now we have Marquise Haynes. He did not practice today with a concussion. We have punter Johnny Hecker, who is dealing with something personal. He was also a did not practice today. We have kicker Eddie Pinheiro. He did not practice today with that right hamstring. So all along, I said the other day, Friday was the day that they're going to really be looking to determine if Eddie's going to be able to go this weekend on Sunday for the final home game. I'm really feeling like he's not. I don't see what the point of putting Eddie out there if he's under contract, if you want him to continue to be your kicker. What's the point of putting him out there to kind of jeopardize his offseason? The season already at a loss. You already have another kicker. Let the other kicker try. Give Eddie the chance to go ahead and heal. We've had enough kickers have crazy pre-game injuries. We want Eddie to be the guy. We want anybody to be the guy for a steady time. So anyway, continue to move it on. Outside linebacker Camille Gruger-Hill. He was limited in practice with a concussion. Camille was limited in practice with his groin. Troy Hill limited in practice with his concussion. J.C. Horn still limited in practice with a toe. And man, I gotta tell you, J.C. Horn being limited in practice today, Thursday, with that toe, like, I don't know, was it that J.C. was like confused in the sense of like, yeah, I feel good. Not confused and like, oh, I don't know what's going on with my body, but just confused that he felt like, yeah, I can play. Things feel pretty good. And then he went out there and maybe injured it a little bit more, or tweaked it a little bit. Because to me, again, the game was Sunday. He was active where you thought he was going to play. Here we are at Thursday, and he's still not a full participant in practice. Guard Cade Mays dealing with that finger. He was limited in practice today. And then new one on the list popped up, linebacker Tay Davis. Got on the list due to an illness. So I feel like he could probably be ready to go this coming Sunday. My good friend Thomas Frisbee jumping on. Appreciate you, Thomas. How's things out there in Ohio for you? Why does it seem like we always have a kicker that gets some type of injury? Amen, amen, and amen. We do. We did have a good stretch with Graham Gano. And now we're just riding that roller coaster. All right, so let's go ahead and take a moment to talk about the Pro Bowl snub. Derek Brown, my man, did not make it. And it's crazy that Derek Brown did not make the Pro Bowl. Why did he not make it? Well, the Pro Bowl is a little tiny bit of a popularity contest. And how many primetime games did the Carolina Panthers have? I think we had two, right? We had two Thursday night games. I think we had the Saints and then we had the Bears. Let me double check before you all get me. But I think we had, now when I go back at the schedule, it doesn't say the times that those games happened. But I really feel like we had two primetime games. But we didn't have anything on a Sunday night, Monday night. So, and then we're 2-14. So it's like, if you're on the outside looking at, especially with Carolina, like I live here, I've been here forever. I don't feel like it's a small market, but it is a smaller market than Houston, Chicago, Philadelphia, Miami, etc. And if you get to a 2-14, it might be like, yeah, I heard about that guy, but nobody's really talking about him a lot because nobody's talking about the team a lot. And they are, but they're talking about the owner who throws a drink on somebody. They're talking about the head coach that gets fired because they're so bad. They're talking about so many, Bryce Young, and how bad. They're not wanting to spend all that time trying to talk about Derek Brown, even though he's great. So I kind of get it. But good news for him in that he was voted to the alternates list. So you have Derek Brown, you have Johnny Hecker, you have J.J. Jansen, and you have Brian Burns, who are alternates for the Pro Bowl. Likely that one of those guys will make it. So we'll continue to keep you up to date on that. What's up, Knucklehead K? Appreciate you. Again, sorry I was late. I'm a little embarrassed, but again, the wife made me one of my meals that I love, and I was just down there eating, and I said, oh, shoot, let me jump on. Let me see if we had any transactions. I don't think I have any transactions for you guys today, but I do have something that I definitely want to share. Yeah, no transactions today. So I do have something that I want to share. Give me a second to make sure I can do it properly. But I have always enjoyed showing a different side of players and covering the team in a different way than what's traditionally done. So whenever I have a chance, I like to show behind the scenes of what I'm doing, tell you all behind the scenes of what's going on, because I just think it adds perspective. And I also like to share about players. And I used to do a lot of player interviews. I'd have the guys come to my office, we talk, and then we play some kind of contest, whether it's a word puzzle, Jenga, basketball. Just, again, I think it's really cool to try to bring the personal side of players to you all. But I haven't been able to do that since COVID. There's an award that's given out each year they call it a Good Guy Award. I think it's called the Tom, I forget the exact name, but it's a Good Guy Award. And it's voted on by the media and is given to a player who we feel is the good guy. He was available to us. He talked to us. He was like the media's best friend in a way. Because one thing that I also try to show is that sometimes people say, why didn't you ask this question? Why didn't you ask that question? Well, what about this? And it's like, you can't always just hold a guy on the podium and make him answer questions. You can't do certain things. But talking to a player in the locker room, sometimes they don't have the time. Sometimes they say, hey, I'm about to get in the shower, and they never come back. Hey, I got to go lift weights, and they leave. And it's just so many things that happen, and I get it, right? But DJ Chark is not that guy. And I don't want to say that guy. DJ Chark will take the time to talk to you. I've talked enough about it. Let me go ahead and try to share with you all. I haven't done this often. Hopefully the audio is loud enough. But I'm going to try to share my screen with you. And, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. That was a disaster. That was a disaster again. Hold on. I'm trying to. Why can't I do this like I want to do this? I'm going to try this one more time. Let's see. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Here we go. We're getting there. We are there.
Former sports writer here who died in 2009, but it's for a player who really helped and went above and beyond in helping the media do its job.
Oh, I appreciate that.
That was you this year. It was not an easy year for anybody. It wasn't an easy year for you guys, for us, and you were always accessible. So congratulations.
Appreciate it.
It was unanimous.
Oh, for real?
Unanimous.
Who votes?
Us.
PW,
The
Football Writers Association. So it's about 6 of us in here that did that.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Man, I wasn't expecting this. I appreciate it definitely with, like you said, the year that we've had. You know, it wasn't what we imagined when it was out in Spartanburg. But, you know, in this game, you make a lot of relationships with people. And, you know, you go, at least I try to be personable with everyone that I meet. and try to be genuine with my answers and when I speak to people. So it feels great to know that didn't go overlooked. And, I appreciate you guys for this. I know y'all have a tough job, having to, report on, the football world while, being honest as well as, just telling the truth, but also, trying to have our backs and help us write our stories. So this is huge for me. And like I said, I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all.
Thanks, DJ.
Thanks, DJ.
So hopefully you got to see it again. I really wanted to share that video because it is a balancing act with these guys of wanting to be their professional friends, so to say, so that they're comfortable to talk to you. But then it sometimes can be tough when it's like, okay, now I need to write about this guy and he just had a terrible game. So there's a balancing act by both player and media. And DJ Chark won the Good Guy Award, which means, again, he made himself available. So that's cool. So that's all that I have for you. That's the latest injury news. That's the latest awards. There was no transactions. And that's the latest on the Pro Bowl in terms of which guys got snubbed and which did not. And I think I might have had one more thing. I think that's it, though. I'll give you all a second to see if you have a question. By the way, big shout out to Sheena Quick, because that was from her Twitter page. I did not personally get that video, so I do want to make sure that I let you all know that came from Sheena Quick. Got that video today of Chark taking that award. So give me just 1 second to make sure that was it. Alrighty. Yep, that was indeed all that I have for you today. Oh, I got a comment here. Brian Burns and Josh Allen of the Jags had the same stats for 3 years. The 3-4 has not been kind to Burns' productivity, while Allen is a Pro Bowler. Yeah, Allen did good. Appreciate the comment, Stephen Bailey. Thank you so much. That'll be it for tonight. Next time you will see me will be tomorrow, and then it'll be Sunday for the last game of the season. Hope that you guys are having a good New Year. Don't be too hard on yourself for these resolutions. Make resolutions that are attainable, not out of this world, so that you can have a sense of accomplishment. Hey, for Charlotte Vibe, I'm Chris Jenkins. See you later.